Test 2. Alright, so basically this is our cabinet. What we're going to do is, you can design the front as is. We're going to keep it as a shell for now, but I'm going to redraw it so it's going to be based the same way. I'm going to use it as a reference too. So, starting a line command, going up 35, going across 30, 35 down, and closed. Gotta give the thickness to the walls, which is 0.75, so I'm gonna make a copy. Or you can do offset, 0.75 and 0.75. Next I need a toe kick, which is, we have 4 inches here. So I do a 4-inch up. And that also needs a thickness, otherwise it's not a material. So it's going up 0.75. And then we gotta create a thickness for a top here, the top support, which is another 0.75. So that's what our shell would look like, basically. And actually, since that's cut here, I would have to create a line. So I'm going to create a line here to here. It's just for a reference. So we have this. I'm going to do a side view of this. I use it as a reference. So I have this. Each part is each of these is a piece of wood. So I'm going to use a reference. I'm going to create a cross, which is going to be 23 inches deep. And I'm going to go all the way down, even though I have a toe kick, which I'll use that reference line here. Going to 3 inches deep and 4 across. Now I can delete the rest of the. Oops, I actually needed that one. That's alright. Go ahead and redraw that part. Delete that and create my final line. Oh, missed. Okay, so basically I have my side view. Now if I want to make it more understandable, I can draw dashed lines for the parts inside. So I'll do that right now. Draw one line here. That's the bottom support. It's going to be 0.75 thick. Now I should be using offset and just having it set at 0.75 since I'm making everything 0.75. So I do offset 0.75. And I need a back thickness too. So as you can see, support at the bottom is going to be a little bit shorter, like so. So that's, and I'm going to have to create, let's see, where is my layers? I'm going to change it to red, it'll be easier. So you guys can see that that's just reference lines. So this is actually going to be a red line here too, like so. That's that bottom piece, that's the back side. This side actually is only 2 inches wide, so I gotta draw a line, 2 inches. And if you want additional support for your counter, if it's granite, you may have to do that. I'll put a 2-inch in the back, so I have a consistency to it. Yes. Alright, back to this. So, we have that, that's the support. I'm gonna change those colors too. Select both of them, red. I'm still recording, yeah, okay. Like so. So I have that. Now you guys can have a kind of visual view of what it would look like, and side view with hidden lines. And of course we were missing actually one more piece right here in the front. So let's just offset that. Since I already have it set up for 0.75, all I need to do is click space or enter, change that to red. There we go. So we have the supports, this, and this, which that should solve everything. Now we can create the design for the slots, the holes, so we can put shelves in. Now I'm gonna move that back about 3 inches, and from the front I'll do 3 inches too. Now you can use polar array, which I'll just do because I'll give you some additional practice on it. So I'm going to draw a circle. Oops, forgot the scale on that circle. The size will be 0.25 in diameter. I'm going to start it down at about 6 inches to start with. I'm not going to need those anymore. If I draw a line between these two, I can have a center line. Or actually I can use this as my center point, since they're both 3 from each side. So we'll just delete this for now. And we can array. Array, just one column. Let's see how many rows, maybe 12. And about 2 inches in between. Wait, between, oh here, 2 inches between. No, levels, oh, geez, there we go. And the direction, I'll change it. Guess it changed by itself, so I'm going to change that -2. So that's the way you can array it, or you can do it a simple way of copy and paste. I'll show you how to do that next. So that's done. I close the array. Or your other option, let's say I have, I'm going to mirror this away. So I have one here. I can do is just do copy, do math, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, so forth. Or you can take the rest of it, go to copy from that base point to that base point. And I think I have too many of them yet. I have one too many, so I'm going to delete that. So we have those slots. Those slots are going to be used to create the spacing for the shells, so you can move them out. Now I'm going to add dimensions, help you guys out. 2.75, it's another 2 inch. Oops, there we go, 2. Full out from back to front, 23. From top to bottom, 30. Gap on centers, 2. If you guys want to use my reference for where the holes should be, I have them set at 3 and 17. And the toe kick is 4 by 3. This dimension I don't need, but I'm going to add it in for additional data. I'll move that over. So we have our first side view. And then what we want to do next is do the pieces. So here's our first piece, the bottom piece, or the toe kick piece, or the back piece, or the supports. Each one has to be drawn separately so the CNC guys can actually cut them out. Alright, that's going to be next video. Actually, yeah.